and welcome back to Luling Story Log, where we uncover the real stories behind the music.
You know, looking at the lyrics for this one tonight, I just keep coming back to that image of an old film.
Right, like an old film from 20 years back.
Exactly. It just rolls in with the tide. And I think for anyone listening right now, it really asks you what pieces of ourselves we've just left scattered out there.
Just waiting to wash ashore. It's so true. We toss these casual words out to sea and we really don't realize the emotional weight they'll carry decades later.
Right. And for the artist here, that returning tide was actually a literal phone call.
Oh, man, such an uncomfortable phone call, too, just completely out of the blue.
Which is so relatable, honestly. You pick up the phone, and it's someone you haven't spoken to in ages. In his case, it was the homestay host he lived with for a few months.
20 whole years ago.
20 years. And the host is visiting Niagara Falls, just asking to meet up.
And his brain just freezes right. There's no instant Hollywood joy. He's just totally inconvenienced thinking we weren't even close back then.
I know. He immediately starts making excuses about the 5-hour drive and just fiercely guarding his peaceful everyday life from this sudden interruption.
We all have that instinct to protect our boundaries, but then a few days pass and that old film starts rolling in his head. He vividly remembers his farewell dinner with that host.
And the host had shared this lifelong dream right to travel North America after retiring.
Yeah, and the artist, full of that earnest 20-something pride, he had looked at him and vowed, "Please call me when you're here."
Wow. So that annoying call wasn't an intrusion at all?
Not at all. It was a perfectly faithful response to an invitation he made 20 years ago.
Which is just a massive shift in perspective.
Yeah.
And that brings us to the core of this whole thing. That one line I forgot, but I found the grace.
Such a powerful realization. And that grace didn't even come from an internal realization.
No, it didn't. When the heavy guilt of dodging that promise really hit him, he confessed the whole thing to his wife.
And she didn't judge him at all. She just met him with total empathy.
Yeah, she offered this beautiful, soft guidance. She just told him, invite him in. Invite him home.
Reframing this burdensome obligation into a rare chance to keep a forgotten vow.
Exactly. And you could really feel that vulnerability in the final imagery, too. When the host finally calls back weeks later, the artist includes that lyric about having dust on the floor.
I love that detail so much. Life was messy. They had downsized and the house wasn't perfectly ready.
But they opened the door anyway. And embracing that imperfection, opening that door to a past they felt guilty for forgetting, is what finally brought them freedom.
It really makes you wonder tonight as you're listening with us. What casual promises have you made that are still an open invitation in someone else's mind? We carry the heavy guilt of our forgotten words so often. But for you, the complete emotional resolution of that shared burden can only be fully experienced through the music itself. Now let the melody speak what words cannot.
Please subscribe and like.
An unknown number on my phone today. I searched my mind and answered right away. Heading out to Niagara Falls, he said. Could we meet for a moment just up ahead? I froze right there, not sure what to say. We weren't even close back in the day. Why put me in a spot like that today? I made excuses, it's just too far away. I forgot, but I found the grace. I forgot, but I found my place. Now I see the promise I made. 3 days passed and my mind drifted back, like an old film from 20 years back. And even long ago returned with the tide. Please call me when you're here, I said with pride. Oh, that's right, those words are true. From a sincere heart I spoke to you. I told my wife, shared what I knew. She spoke softly, knowing what to do. If he calls back, don't let him move. Invite him in, invite him home. I forgot, but I found the grace. I forgot, but I found my place. Now I see the promise I made. Weeks went by, and the phone once more. Heading to Detroit, could we meet before? The house wasn't ready, doused on the floor, but we opened the door like never before. 20 years past that simple vow, finally kept in our home right now. Yes, it all began with a word from me, and once again the truth set me free. The one who gives me strength each day, the one who lifts my eyes to see. That's why today I love my wife so dear.